Well, hello, my pickles and snowflakes, and no matter what club members, and my turtles, and all of the people that have been with me all of these years, even my lifetime Weight Watcher people, right? Here we all are. I'm so glad you're here. Summer is tough, isn't it? I mean, there's just too many choices, too many out there's, too many parties, get-togethers. Does every hot dog and hamburger have expect a roll to go along with it? Well, I'm one of those that believes in not depriving yourself, but also there's a lot of head work, a lot of emotional work that's involved with getting to the place where you can make your independent choices to not necessarily be keto if you go to some event or restaurant or whatever, or you're just sitting at home and you're tired of seeing everybody else having it and you want to have it. And so, you have to really practice. This is a my food addiction, my food choices, my food journey is really a practice, right? Some days are better than others. Most are perfectly great, but then there's other times when it's like I simply gotta have it. And so, guess what? Sarah from Keto and from Keto, Pearls of Wisdom with Keto, will have that object. But I've done a hint load of work around it. I began my food journey knowing full well that I had a problem with food. It's been my addiction since who knows when. I know why it came, to me. I grew up in an active alcoholic household as an only adopted child, and it was my place of safety and security and just surrounding myself with food. I began to babysit at an early age. Many of you have heard that part of my journey. At 9 years old, I'm taking care of kids. Wow, they trusted me. I was parentified, as they say, with in the therapy world because I had so many responsibilities as this little girl with my drunk parents. What was I to do besides call the police and look the other way and pretend it didn't exist? Well, when all those things failed, there was always food. And so I became a foodie, especially SUGAR and CARBS early. It was my comfort. And so, learning how to still have slash allow slash eat a treat has become really something that I've been working on the last 5 or 6 years to just not get under control, but to, really do the why and wherefores about why this treat is so necessary to have. And will it throw me off course, or will I be able to have it and stop? And that was always a goal of mine, to be able to have just one and done of something. Is it easy? Yes. Am I successful with certain foods? There's some kryptonite that I still couldn't ever go near because it would be my head in the trough and I'll see you later, Gator. I mean, you talk about food coming down from eating it, all over your chin, your neck, your chest, your clothes, and everything else. There are certain foods that like I just wouldn't come up for air with. So I know that. But there's certain treats and little niceties, little small pleasures along the way that I've learned to have in like normal portion amount. Because of course I have portion distortion. And so the reason I'm back here being accountable, being responsible, and moving on was because the first couple of months of the summer, I was not having portion control. There was a huge portion distortion going on in my life. And so I, I, I didn't want that anymore. It was really messing with my head. It was my addiction was in full blown thing. I was like, I've dealt a lot with homeless people and people that don't have anything, from homeless shelters and homeless situations, and being, you know not, I haven't been on the street, but being on the street, seeing them. And, if you've ever seen a homeless person search for what is called a snipe, it's a butt. It's a cigarette butt that has a little bit of the cigarette left to it. And they search them and take them and put them in their mouths. They find them on the ground and then they light them, and they've got a few, inhales that they can have. And that was me, a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, looking for, just the right treat that I would have in a wrong amount, to just put it mildly. So, I realized that no, I need to be back and doing keto with some allowance for, the things that are treats in my world that work for me. And so far, I've had success. I'm so glad to be back here doing my channel with all of you. You people have carried me for years. And, I got so wrapped up in the Instacart videos and the Instacart channel, and I still am, but I guess I just allow more personal time to answer the comments, because I did make that pledge early on when I launched this keto channel, well, actually, Weight Watchers channel, now keto, that with a brief few months in being a carnivore, that I would answer all the comments. If somebody took the time to watch the video and comment, well, then I could at least take the time to acknowledge them. And so that's sometimes what takes a lot of time, but it's all okay. It's all good. And so I'm thoroughly, engaged and entrenched back in doing my keto with heavy veg and fats and dairy and meat. And it feels delightful to be back. I've relied on my keto staples all along. I just got veered off these last couple of months. And so I knew, danger, danger, Robinson, you better get back to doing your keto videos. So here I am, and it feels delightful. And all of you have been delightful. And thank you for welcoming me back. Keto has been what has worked for me. I'm a 70-year-old female that has always struggled with being a little chunky. And at my highest weight, 9 months pregnant and not pregnant, has always been around 180. So I've been both, one with a baby inside of me and the other one just a full-blown food addict and chunky, so it was around 180. Now I'm a lot less than that, and I don't take it for granted now. I was just, I was in just a sugar coma for the last couple of months with what my choices were. And it just feels great to be back and modifying. And Greg is a sugar addict as well. And so the two of us, although, he just follows. He doesn't really, make decisions. But once I started making the decisions of a whole lot less of what was going on here at the household, he's on board with it too, and he feels better and he sleeps better. And so do I. And so that's what matters, right? It's the good things that happen from being keto. It's the good things that happen from giving up even ketofied products. There's so many ketofied processed foods out there. I still have the cauliflower crust pizza on Saturdays when I make it. And so, but it's a small amount, and, I put tons of veggies and the pizza toppings on top with, the mozzarella. I buy the shredded mozzarella provolone mix. And then, I just use like a spicy tomato type sauce as the sauce for the pizza. And I have that. And I still do things like spaghetti squash, in place of the pasta, the macaroni pasta type things. And so keto is fully, in my life. My salads I use the 365 coleslaw mix from Whole Foods. I just absolutely adore that. I don't know, it's like a thick, chunky cabbage mixture. I love that. And so I rely heavily on all of the products that I've used for the last, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. I'm not sure. But I've been doing these videos. I've got like 2,500 videos. So I do a lot of keto things. I take care of the product choices. I look at ingredients. I've done tons of videos over the years with that. But I'm just grateful to be fully entrenched back in keto and seeing all my old friends again because keto works. It just works. And whether you have to weigh and measure, which I still do with some things, whether you follow your carbs, whether you're under 20, whether you're on maintenance, there's a hint load of books out there and professionals out there and people that you can listen to, books you can buy, apps you can use. We have full protection and opportunities to really do what works for us. And I'm so glad to be here. And I'm so glad you're here too. Have a great day, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you here the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Bye-bye for now.